Hey everyone, today in this tutorial video, we will create a super cool social handles animation in After Effects. You can use it in your projects, your YouTube videos, or any other projects. So let's get started. So first we have this composition over here in the timeline, and the composition settings are 1920 by 1080 with 30 frames per second and a duration of 20 seconds. The background color is set to black. Let's hit OK. Now go to Layer, select New, and select Solid Layer. Now let's name it Background. You can choose any background color. It doesn't matter because we will apply the gradient overlay later. So just hit OK. Now select the solid layer, right-click, go to Layer Styles, and select the Gradient Overlay option. Now expand the Gradient Overlay properties and click on Edit Gradient. Now let's choose a cool bluish color for our background like this. A little lighter one. Let's choose the second color, something darker bluish. Yeah, like this. And hit OK. If you want to make any changes later, you can change the color as you want. Like I will choose this. Hit OK. Now we have this. Hit U to hide the properties. Now select the solid layer and hit T to open the opacity properties and decrease the opacity to something around 50%. Now we have this background. Now grab the rectangle tool and make sure the fill is set to none and the stroke is on with white color, and stroke size is set to 5 pixels. Now holding Shift, make a perfect small square like this. Now in the shape properties, increase the roundness of the square to something around 30. Now let's see, a square like this. Now select the shape layer and let's name it Shape 1. Now hit Ctrl+D to duplicate it 3 more times. Now select the second shape layer and holding Shift and the right arrow key, adjust it like this. Now select the third shape layer and holding Shift and the right arrow key, adjust it like this. Now again, select the fourth shape layer and holding Shift and the right arrow key, adjust the position of the fourth layer like this. Now you can add as many squares as your social media accounts. I'm using 4 for this demo. Let's adjust it a little bit further like this. Now holding Shift, select all the shape layers, and holding Shift again with the right-left arrow key, let's set them in the middle of the composition like this. Now select the Shape 1 layer and hit P to open the position properties. Now make sure the playhead is at the beginning of the timeline. Make a keyframe on the position and change the vertical position of this square to outside of the composition. Move the playhead to something around 2 seconds forward, and let's move it back to its original position like this. Let's see our animation. It's slow. So select both keyframes, hit F9 for easy ease, go to the graph editor, and make the graph something like this. Let's see our animation. Here it is, nice and smooth. Now let's apply it to all the other shape layers. So move the playhead to the beginning and repeat the process like before. Now select the third shape layer, hit P for position, and do it like this. Now hit P for position and repeat the same. Now we have these animations. Now select all the keyframes, hit F9 for easy ease, go to the graph editor, and make the graph the same as we used before. Like this. Now let's see our final animation. It's awesome. Now hit U to hide all the keyframes. Now let's offset the keyframes for each layer by around 1 frame forward like this. Now let's see our animation. Yeah, it's awesome. Now let's add our icons. So first hit U to hide all the properties. Now in the project panel, double-click and import your icons. I'm using some social media icons for the demo. Click Import. Now drag and drop them into a folder icon, and let's name it Icons. Now open the folder, select our Shape 1 layer, choose an Instagram icon, and drag and drop it above the Shape 1 layer. Hit S to open the scale properties and decrease the scale to something around 25. Now let's see our squares. Let's adjust it in the center of the square like this. It's superb. Let's increase its scale to something around 26%. Now it's better. Now let's duplicate it, hit Ctrl+D and drag and place it above Shape Layer 2. Now let's choose our Snapchat icon. Holding Alt, drag and drop it on the second icon layer, and it will automatically be updated to the Snapchat icon. Here, let's adjust it. Now again, duplicate the icons, and let's adjust it. Drag and drop it above Shape Layer 3. Now let's choose our Twitter icon, and holding Alt, drag and drop it above or on the icon layer, and it will be applied. You'll see it's black. We will fix that later. Now again, hit Ctrl+D to duplicate the icon layer and drag and drop it above Shape Layer 4. Now let's choose our YouTube icon and, holding Alt, drag and drop it above the icon, and it will be applied. Holding the arrow keys, you can adjust it in the middle of the shape like this. Now let's make the Twitter icon white. Select the Twitter icon layer and drag and drop the invert effect, and it will be fine. Now let's hide this property. Now select the first icon and parent it to Shape Layer 1. Now select the second icon and parent it to Shape Layer 2. Now select the third icon and parent it to Shape Layer 3. And select the fourth icon and parent it to Shape Layer 4. Now let's see our animation. Yeah, it's super awesome. Now let's add our text for the final touch. Now grab the text tool and let's type text like our socials. Select the text and let's increase the size a little bit. I'm using the Montserrat font, and let's choose the bold mode. Align it in the center of the composition. Holding Shift, let's adjust it above like here. Make sure the anchor point is in the center of the text. Now let's animate the text. So we want the text to appear first and the icons to appear after. Make sure to select the text layer. Now let's add the preset Slide Down by Character. Now hit U to see the effect keyframes, and let's see our animation. It's awesome. Select the keyframes, hit F9 for easy ease, and let's see our animation. Yeah, it's awesome. We can add more text, so select the text layer and hit Ctrl+D to duplicate it. Holding Shift, adjust the text beneath the first text. And let's set it to something like semi-bold italic. Let's decrease its size a little bit to something around 90 to 85. Yeah. Hit U to see the keyframes, and let's offset the keyframes a little bit like this. Now let's see our animation. Now we want the shapes or icons to appear last, so hit U to hide the text properties. Now holding the Control key, select the shape layers, and hit U to see all the keyframes. Offset the keyframes after the text appears. Like this. Now let's see our animation. Yeah, it's awesome. So again, hit U to hide all the properties. Now let's add the icon names or social media names. So you can select the text we made before, hit Ctrl+D to duplicate it, and holding Shift, drag like this. Let's first rename it as the first icon name Instagram. Let's select the text and choose the regular Montserrat one. Decrease the text size to something about 25 pixels. And let's adjust it here. Maybe holding Shift, you can adjust it underneath. You can use this bold font and increase or decrease the size to something around 20. Yeah, it's perfect. Now hit U to see its properties and offset the keyframes after the icons appear. Yeah, something here, and let's adjust it. So duplicate it 3 more times. Holding Shift, adjust it something like here, and let's rename it as Snapchat. Now again, holding Shift, adjust the third text, and rename it as Twitter. And finally, holding Shift and the right arrow key, adjust the position of the fourth icon text, and let's rename it as YouTube. And that's it. Let's see our animation. It's awesome. Now let's rename this duplicated text above. So select this text and let's type "follow us." Now select the text and let's decrease the size to something around 65. Maybe here. Holding Shift, you can adjust it a little bit around here. Yeah, it's perfect. Now let me hit U to hide the keyframes. Now let's see our final playback. Yeah, it's awesome. So that's it, guys, for this video. The project file link is in the description below. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.